This is B.Hun from Alternative Facts Chicago, back once again. Hope you all had a great, amazing Labor Day weekend. Also, shouts out to all the children, all the kids back in school. Another year is back in session here in Chicago for the Chicago Public Schools all over the country. Hope you have a safe and prosperous school year. Thank you all for making Alternative Facts Chicago the #1 podcast in the city of Chicago. It's been a wild, hectic past week. I did mention, and we're going to hear those here today, North Coast Music Festival was this past weekend. I did complete 2 amazing interviews with Chicago staples. First, I was very, very proud of this one. Chicago staple hip-hop DJ group, The Cool Kids, Sir Michael Rocks, Chuck English. Good discussion. 2 dope dudes. Been waiting to talk to these guys for a long time. I was able to get that done on Friday. And then on Sunday, had the homie DJ Haleigh Haus, the dance music scene in Chicago. She performs all over the city and at festivals around the country as well, too. So did get a chance to chop it up with her, too. So we figure what we'll do for Alternative Facts Chicago. It's been a crazy week. We figure let everyone unwind, get everything back together, get settled in, get ready for the fall. I know we have college football back in play. We have the NFL season getting ready to kick off. Everyone's back to school. Everyone's back to work. So, hey, let's settle in and let's get ready for a great, great fall for us, the #1 podcast in the Chicago area, and then 2, also for you out there as well. So we will be displaying, I guess not displaying since it's on audio right now, but we will be letting you listen to those interviews here in just a little bit. I will say, first of all, I should plug our social media. My social media is B.Hun1984. Once again, AFAX Chicago is our Twitter. Facebook and Instagram is Alternative Facts Chicago. You can find us on YouTube as well as Google Play, SoundCloud, most importantly, Spotify as well. Please subscribe, leave a review for Alternative Facts Chicago on all platforms. Please and thank you. And we do have a huge announcement coming up. I think we can officially announce it, if not the next couple of days, but early next week. Alternative Facts Chicago, always taking our game to the next level. We have a huge announcement coming, so we'll be able to announce that here very, very soon. But before I get to these interviews, I had to talk about this, and I wanted to give a chance to give my opinions on what's been going on in the past week. What is going on with white rapper beef? And the crazy part is, everyone knows me knows I'm a huge Machine Gun Kelly fan. Everyone that knows me knows I'm a huge Eminem fan. And boy, they have set the world on fire just this past week with their hip-hop beef, their rap beef, even having GEazy in the mix as well. We got Joe Budden in the mix as well, too. And let me be the first to say that I love it. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. Loving when people get to rapping and actually put thoughts on paper and actually do it in a timely fashion. I think it's great for the sport. I think it's something that we really need. It's been a pretty good year for hip-hop. I won't say it's been the best year of all time for hip-hop. I think last year was better overall. But I think this, and some people may disagree, but I think this will help take it to the next level for this year. In regards to this feud overall, it doesn't matter where it started. We all know the details. You can Google it. But boy, we got to be honest. And if you're not being honest with yourself, you know good well that MGK bodied that verse. He nailed it. He killed it. The wordplay was good. The fact that he even had a music video lined up for it the same day that it was released, 2 days later, not 5 days or 6 years. 2 days later, he had a response prepared, ready to go for Eminem, and then even a video accompanied with it. That's how you do it. That's how you poke the bear. That's how you make a statement. And his jabs were on point. The delivery was great. The flow was great. The lyrics, what he said was great. And you can just tell, like, the things that he said, he was genuinely pissed off at the situation at hand. And you could tell majority of it was facts. So he gets a solid A+. It was a great diss. Not the greatest diss of all time, but I think for what he did and for standing up to himself, almost like, for the analogy of stepping up to the big bad bully. Like if you're a kid in school, there's a bully that's always poking and you finally stand up to him. That's kind of what it seemed like. So shouts out to MGK. Thought it was a great disc. Eminem's album, Kamikaze, best album he's had since Recovery. Revival, as we all know, was not good, but I like this end that he just gets back to rapping, pure rapping. He talked about a lot of people. No big singles on this album, but overall, I think it was a good product, better than last one. He was ripping it, and M showed that he can still go with the best of them. Now, is he going to respond to MGK? They say something's coming out on Friday of this week. I hope so, because I think if Eminem knows the rules to this, people say, oh, he's too big for MGK and all that, this and that and the other. I think Eminem knows the rules of the game, and he set this up by commenting and going at MGK, whether it was a verse or not, on his Kamikaze album. He still did it. So I think overall, he's going to go back at MGK. I hope he does, and I hope it comes out this week, because I think we'll have a great battle and a great feud there. So I'm loving it. I'm here for it. We got the GEazy battle in between all that, too, which overall, that's just about a girl. So honestly, I really don't care about that. MGK is way better than GEazy. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I promise you, Machine Gun Kelly will be a bigger legend than GEazy ever will be. So I'm not too concerned about that. But I think this is a dope feud. I'm here for it. Let me know, fans, what your thoughts and opinions. You can email me, alternativefactchicago@gmail.com, or also it's been posted on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. It's been great. It's been good to see. Like I said, I think hip-hop, it's been a good year for hip-hop, but I think this helps out a lot. And who doesn't love a rap beef? I don't care the skin color. People on like social media like, oh, white rappers, white rapper. Like, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is. I just love the competition, the sport of it, and when people have issues, they actually get to rapping. Something that Drake didn't do when it came to Pusha T. So for that reason, and I'll go on a limb and say that after 2018, MGK has the best diss song of 2018 right now, even over the Pusha D diss track that he did to Drake a little bit earlier this year. So let me know what your thoughts on that. I hope it keeps going. But right now, I give the point right now at this point to MGK. He bodied it. It was nice. It was dope delivery, and overall, I'm proud of the dude for stepping up and manning up and actually just going at Eminem, the greatest, one of the greatest of all time. He's in my top 3, hopefully in your top 10, but the fact that he did that was just dope. But now, hey, Eminem, you're up next. Let's see what you got. I think you can do it. I hope you can do it, and I really hope you just respond, because people say you won't respond and you're too big for them. No. Go at him, make some jokes, roast them, and let's see what happens. And then Joe Budden, on his podcast as well that just came out this morning, he went on a long rant. It was a great podcast, one of the better podcasts I've ever heard, very informative. Just go check it out, the Joe Budden podcast. It was good to hear. People always say, like, can he watch or can he actually hang with Eminem in a rap battle? Absolutely. Of course he can, but you just go check it out. I don't think he's going to rap. He says that if Eminem comes out with another diss track, a better diss track at him, he'll do it. I still don't think he will, but overall, I kind of want to hear what you think, and I hope that Joe Budden does. I think it's great for the sport, so we'll see what happens. Lastly, before I get out of here, NFL season starts this weekend. Can't wait. And college football came out last weekend. Of course, Michigan lost. They'll be okay. Jim Harbaugh is on my hot seat, but I'm going to be optimistic, and I'm going to give him some more time. But, boy, that line has to do something. And can we please get an offensive coordinator here at Michigan? But lastly, I just want to give you my NFL predictions. Since we are going to be at the beginning of the season, we'll talk about more about the NFL next season, but I did want to give my predictions right now. AFC Championship this season, I'm going with the New England Patriots. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, yes, even though without Le'Veon Bell, he will be back. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, they can play with some bums. But as long as they have Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, they will be back in the Super Bowl. And they're going to be going against either the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. And I'm going with Drew Brees and the Green Bay Packers. Tom Brady will not get a ring this year, but he will make it to another final. I think Drew Brees is going to get one more, so I'm going with the New Orleans Saints to make it the Super Bowl and actually win. New Orleans winning. Drew Brees rides out in the sunset with one more Super Bowl. Tom Brady is going to come back for one more season, but this season, unfortunately, will not be the year that he gets another Super Bowl. I'm going to get up out of here. Le'Veon Bell, if you hear this, please come back? Because I drafted you in fantasy football, and why are you not playing? Please get in there. Please start playing. And crazy news for all those in Chicago that Mayor Rahm Emanuel is not going to run for a third term. That's incredible. Who would ever thought so? He says he has other things that he wants to do. So now the city of Chicago will have to have another mayor. We'll discuss that more in full. We'll have a full team back here next week on Alternative Facts Chicago. So now, like I said, I'm going to switch gears. I got to get out of here. Please stay online and listen to the first interview, which will be posted. It's going to be with the cool kids right now, you'll hear. And then after that, it's going to be DJ Haleigh Haus. So I love you all. Thank you for supporting us. We got a big announcements coming soon. We are the #1 podcast in Chicago. This is B.Hun, Alternative Facts Chicago, and I love you all, and I'm out. Peace. This is B.Hun from Alternative Facts Chicago. We're back today at North Coast Music Festival. Been a crazy summer of music festivals, and we all know that I usually like to try to make sure to pinpoint and highlight Chicago artists for every single festival that I go to. I've been following these guys from the beginning, 10 plus years ago. Follow their entire career, through everything that they've done, and I'm very, very proud. Alternative Facts Chicago, like I said, we like to feature Chicago artists, and we're doing that again today. And right now, I'm very, very proud. It's a great moment for me, one of the best interviews I've done so far, so I'm excited to talk to this duo. Everyone in Chicago knows them, and nationally as well, too. So we got Chuck English, Sir Michael Rocks, from the Cool Kids is on Alternative Facts Chicago here at North Coast right before their set. So first of all, we got to get them to say what up to Alternative Facts Chicago, the fans. How you doing today?
What it do? Yo, what's up, y'all?
All right, so we appreciate y'all coming out. So right now, you're actually about to go on set in what? We got like an hour or so from now, or how long till y'all set starts?
An hour, yeah.
You're actually on the DJ set tonight, right?
Yeah.
What do we expect to see? I know it's a little bit different from your normal set, but on a DJ set, what do we normally expect to see from the Cool Kids?
I mean, I'm a well-rounded DJ, you know what I'm saying? So I just shared my man a little plan, and I'm just going, you know, I'm gonna play something that has a little bit of not history with the city, but it's definitely starts off Chicago influenced, and just keeping the energy up, like. People don't want to hear your choices of songs. They want to hear what's the jams. So we gonna play some jams. We never did this shit before, but it's easier because, you know, my day job is DJing.
Absolutely, and I love it because last year, y'all one of the main stages. You actually had a normal set, correct?
Yeah, we did our, you know, the album. The album was coming out like in almost 2 weeks? 2 weeks from there. So, yeah, we did our full set, did all the new songs, brought Chance out. Like,
how was it bringing Chance out? That had to be crazy for the city.
It was definitely. They didn't know it was about to happen, but it was nuts. That shouldn't be too much of a surprise, you know what I mean? Like, that's our little brother.
And the fact that Chance rocks with y'all just shows how, you know, big y'all are for the city, you know, exactly what you've done. And I saw, too, and I listened to this album, we were at the 10-year anniversary of the bake sale, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is great. Sir Mike, you got to tell me a little about that. How has that been? You know, we're doing that album, where you guys are today, coming full circle. Tell me a little bit about that.
So yeah, the 10th anniversary of the bake sale, we just basically picked all the gems from the first one and stuff, remastered some shit, added a couple new, you know, exclusive tracks that haven't never been released, some new rare stuff from, you know, during our creation period of those days.
Yeah.
We redid Black Mags again, called Black Mags 2. It's just like kind of just revisiting that time and adding some new stuff as well, man, some new exclusive stuff so you can see where we came from and see where we're going at the same time.
Chicago's been on the map in regards to music scene the last, 4 or 5 years with the drill music scene. You guys are a little bit different, and I respect that, and I appreciate that. You guys about you. So don't change up what you do. Keep doing what you do. You guys are legends in the business, so I appreciate that. What's your goal? What's your outlook, I say, for the next 3 to 5 years of the Cool Kids? Like I said, you guys are back. You're popping again. What are you guys looking to really accomplish?
Everything. Do it all. I don't have a retirement plan, and then 3 to 5, I want to have touched or put a pressure on the coolest things that have happened on this planet. So that's literally what I've been doing. A lot of the shit that I've touched, people that I've been involved with, believed in, ideas I believed in, has literally shifted this shit. So I'm on that. That's the type of time I'm on. So.
Yeah, you guys are well respected in the industry, so I appreciate that. Seeing Kanye West, the homies, and back in the city. How important is he to the city of Chicago? Like, I know I heard that, you know, he re-signed one of his old managers. I'm not sure if you guys know him or not or cool with him, but for the city, I think, for me personally, I think it's very important that he's an instrumental part of the city. Tell me a little bit about that. What's your thoughts on Kanye being back and his goals for the future?
I mean, it literally just shows how far you can't go without it. So he had to tap back in. Like, it must have been some sort of misdirection, but tap back in. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't a year, it ain't 2 months I'm not here. Yeah. And I don't live here. And I wasn't born here. You feel me?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from Detroit, and Chicago has raised me. They had me in my adult years. I left Detroit when I was 17. So, like, that's my childhood. Yeah. Chicago is my manhood. So, like, you got to tap back in, or it'll force you to tap back in.
I respect that, and it's dope. And it's good to see Kanye doing that.
It's beautiful, but tap back in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do that if you don't go too far.
We need Kanye. It's important for the city.
He needs them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes both ways. He definitely needs, you know what I'm saying? For this is the first year in his life where you question his thoroughness or like any sort of validity with him based off non-music decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, one to have either the last word or the first word in situations that may not pertain to you or not. So to feel that, I feel like that knocked him off his square a little bit. It would knock me off mine. So what would I do if I got knocked off my square? Probably go back to my folks' crib. You know what I mean? Like, see where I can draw another play that either makes people feel my decisions or rewrites the decisions I made. So I respect the shit out of him for that. Like, it's just one of those things, though. You just don't not tap in. Tap in. Chance went to LA for like 3 months, bro. He came back, tapped the.
He's always here.
That nigga is the mayor of this bitch.
He can legit run for mayor. I honestly think he can.
He's the mayor of this bitch, bro. Like, he's the mayor. It's all about, like, the love here is unreal. Like, I come back home and I literally have to not go out so I don't get drunk all the time from people buying me drinks or people being, man, you back in the city type shit. Like, it's unmatched love.
Absolutely. I know, I go home to the D and people are always like, why you moving? Why won't you back home? Are you coming back to the D full time? I'll go back to Detroit to visit, but being in Chicago is like second to none. The city's amazing. Like, I absolutely love it.
I love Detroit to death, but Chicago raised me as much as Detroit did, so, you know, I don't forget what my home is. Like, when it comes to sports teams, niggas know what it is with me. I don't wear Chicago shit unless it's the Cubs, because Detroit don't got no National League team. I fuck with the Cubs.
Not the White Sox, though.
I cheered when they won only because it was the closest thing to a Tigers win. But then we fucked around and went to the World Series the year after and lost. So, you know what I mean? White Sox ain't been back.
Nah,
Cubs probably going back this year.
They better. I hope so. I live close to Rick. I live in Lakeview, so.
Where their mouth was, though. They just like, fuck this shit. We getting Joe Madden. And shit ain't been different since then.
But the Yankees, though, man, I feel like the Yankees are cheating, speaking of baseball for a minute. They just got Andrew McCutchen yesterday. How do they do that? Like, the trade deadline was months ago. How are they still getting top-notch players months later in trades?
All right, you got an option. Go play for the motherfucking Diamondbacks or go play for the Yankees.
I would pick the same, too. Like, how do they do it?
How do they do it? It's not a how. It's an institution. Like, do you want to get paid more money? Come to the Yankees, because when you leave, you about to get a dumbass check.
But the crazy
Yankees
part...
don't even win that much. When's the last time the Yankees won the World Series? Like 2000?
Like 13 or 12. Don't fact check me, I'm a little wrong, but it's been quite a while. The crazy part is the fact that the teams trade these players to them. They don't care.
Because you get in the bag in return, and it don't matter that saying Andrew McCutchen is like, I'm not going to say it's ran its course, because fam is definitely still an elite player, but that shit was 6 years ago that he was on the rise. Baseball players are coming out. The Dominicans is 17, 18. White boys is 19. You know what I'm saying? Like, they investing in their future. So it makes more sense for you to trade an Andrew McCutchen and get 3 Dominican niggas that can hit the goddamn 100-mile-per-hour fastball with a broomstick.
Always. We got to get you guys out of here soon. Tell me a little about new music, new plans. You guys got tours coming up. What's next for the Cool Kids?
Man, yeah, new music, man. We got the 10th anniversary, like I was saying earlier, coming out. New tracks on that, new exclusive stuff. We got a movie coming out November 16th, I think, that we're in, called Widows, directed by Steve McQueen. It's a lot of heavy hitters in the cast, man, so that's looking promising. Man, we got new stuff, man, just new, constantly creating things. So I think that fall and going into 2019 will be real interesting to see.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys are back together. You had your little hiatus for a while. I was disappointed. A lot of the fans were disappointed. So the fact y'all together and I'm here right now is a monumental moment. So my advice to you guys, stick it out no matter the ups and downs. You guys are doing your thing. Just stick together. You guys are legends in the game. So no matter what, I appreciate you guys. I know the fans do too as well. So before I get you out of here, Chuck, I know you're a Michigan fan. Go Blue. I know you're from the D. Shouts out to Mike D. I know he's going to be listening to this. What's your prediction? Michigan, Notre Dame tomorrow. We got to hear that.
35-10 Michigan.
35-10. You heard it here first. So, if that's not accurate,
nobody's scoring on us, bro.
Our D is ridiculous. But 35 points?
We got Shea Patterson, bro. Donovan Peoples-Jones has somebody to throw the ball to him. We got 2 running backs. We got everybody back from last year. Everybody's sleeping on me. Bro, I've been Michigan when we was sick, like we was 3-9, bro.
Yeah, I've been there too.
No, I'd never, ever. I'll die with them. I was in Michigan Stadium when we blew it last year and walked out that bitch crying. My whole fucking week was fucked up. My mom and grandmother used to not cook when Michigan lost. Like, this shit is real.
Absolutely.
But ain't no way in hell would like our new Notre Dame matchup back again. It's 35-10. 35-10 is a round, nice Michigan number.
I'm going Michigan by 10. You a college football fan?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know anything about anything.
I knew it. He's a sports guy out the group.
I'm not a sports fan.
I definitely know that. So here's your 30-second commercial. We're going to get out of here.
Michigan by 10 says that the offense didn't score shit and the defense let them niggas score more than they should have. That's what that meant.
So I'm going Michigan by 10. Not 35-10, but Michigan by 10, no matter how that happens. I think our D's good. The crazy part is by the time this episode airs on Monday, the game's going to be over. So we're going to be both right or wrong by the time it airs. And if we're wrong, I'll come on and apologize for Chuck English on behalf of me, since I'm a huge Michigan fan.
We both got Michigan winning, so I don't give a fuck.
Absolutely. If win or lose, it's not. But Michigan will have a great season. So I'm going to get you guys out of here in a minute. You got to go. You got to hit the stage. You guys going to tear it up, North Coast Music Festival. What do you want to tell the fans of Alternative Fact Chicago before we get out of here? Anything? Here's your 30-second commercial about the cool kids.
Drink water.
Shit once a day at least.
Man, that's a great idea, because sometimes I'll go days without it. I was like, am I crazy? What's wrong with me?
I shit 3 times in the morning.
In the morning? What you eating?
What? I'm just clearing out whatever was there. That's what type of time my body's on.
Keep some clear bowels. Keep some clear bowels, man.
Like, we up, so let's move some shit.
These are my guys. So it's Alternative Fact Chicago, B.Hun. Got the cool kids right before they hit the stage. Have fun this North Coast Labor Day weekend. We love you all. This will be aired soon. These guys are legends in the city. I'm very happy to be here. Say goodbye to people. We love you all, though.
Peace.
Peace.
This is B.Hun from Alternative Fact Chicago. That was a dope interview with Chuck English and Sir Michael Rocks of the Cool Kids, Chicago legends. In my book, it was great being able to chop it up with them and discuss what they got going on in their music and just for the city of Chicago. So that was great. I hope you enjoyed that. Now we're going to switch gears and go to more of the dance music front here in the city of Chicago. This is an up-and-coming artist, super cool, amazing woman. It was a great conversation. This is DJ Haleigh Haus, Haus. Make sure you get up to date on her music, what she has going on, where she's at in the city. I know she's at the Gold Room in Chicago each and every Thursday. So enjoy this one. Also from North Coast Music Festival. Once again, this is B.Hun, Alternative Fact Chicago. Here's the interview with DJ Haleigh Haus. Enjoy. This is B.Hun from Alternative Fact Chicago. We're back, North Coast again. So the interview with the cool kids will be posted as well the same day. Like I said, we love supporting Chicago artists in the city. It's been a great weekend, even though it has rained quite a bit, both Friday and Saturday. Been good weather. We're in the North Coast on a high note. And as you know, like I said, we like to feature Chicago artists. We've been following this DJ for quite a while. starting to get big in the city, trying to get a lot of exposure. So you know how we do. We try to help these people blow as fast as possible. So right now we have Chicago DJ Haleigh Haus here with Alternative Fact Chicago. So Haleigh, say what up to our listeners.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing today?
Great. Just finally getting to the festival today. So.
What have you been doing all day?
I slept for quite a while actually because I had a show in Milwaukee last night, so I didn't get home till like almost 6 this morning. I slept and went to the gym. Now I'm here.
Typical life of a DJ. How was the show last night?
It was great. Milwaukee turned up.
Really? So the funny thing I was telling you earlier, I've never been in Milwaukee. How is Milwaukee? At least you were there for a couple hours. How is Milwaukee?
Yeah, like I got there a little bit early before the show. We went to dinner and I walked around the city a little bit. I mean, it's pretty. It's small. People were nice. It's Midwest, you know.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Haleigh's been DJing for about 3-4 years now, starting a good movement here in Chicago, finding her niche. So we definitely want to feature her. I think she's doing a great job. In regards to Chris, so I always ask these people sometimes, what made you actually want to get in the art of DJing? What inspired you to do it?
I've been in music for a long time. I went to college for music production and was doing more like the band scene, and I fell in love with dance music, so taught myself how to DJ, and here we are.
You're still here. So, and I've seen a lot of people that DJ come and go. They quit, or like they literally just don't make it. What do you think you've done so far? And you can brag. You can hype yourself up a little bit. What have you done to think where you've gained a following, a crowd to where you've done so well so far?
I mean, I've been really persistent in really like mastering my craft. I think that if it's your passion, then you really have to make it your like sole priority. I read this book. The guy's name is Ari Hershan, maybe, I can't remember his name.
Okay.
But it's like how to make it in the music business or whatever. And something that really stuck with me that he said was, if you really want to make it in the music business, to not have a plan B.
Yeah.
Like, you only have plan A. Don't work like, you know, a serious other job and make this like your hobby. If you really want to make it, like, you can't have a plan B. Like, you only focus on music. You only do music. And
Absolutely.
that's what I'm doing. So
what do you do to keep yourself disciplined? I know being, you know, the DJ lifestyle, up late every night, just the lifestyle in general. Like I said, I've seen people come and go. What have you done to kind of maintain that balance to be able to be successful and still create new music on a daily basis?
I think you really have to like take care of your body and your mind. Like, taking care of your body, I mean, you're taking care of your mind as well, I feel like. I go to the gym a lot. I mean, trying to keep my body in shape. And then like I recently just like quit liquor altogether, which I think is really important because you get really caught up in like the party atmosphere, and you know, you want to connect with the crowd and be on their level and like hype them up and like party with them, but like sometimes a lot of people, I feel like, way overdo it, and that really affects their career. And like we're here to make the party, not to be the party, I guess.
Is that tough to do though? Like, I know a lot of times people say they don't want to be in that atmosphere if they're not drinking either. What's the difference? I'm sure you've done both sides of it.
I mean, I don't mind being around alcohol, even when now that I'm like not drinking. Like, it doesn't bother me to be around alcohol because like I just got to a point where I just don't like being drunk anymore, and I don't like, you know, I enjoy going home and remembering my sets and like remembering how I got home and remembering like the conversations that I had with people all night instead of just forgetting everything because I drank way too much tequila. It's been kind of a struggle. Well, it was at first anyway. It's not so much now, but like DJing, like everybody knows I love tequila, so everyone's just constantly bringing me tequila shots to the DJ booth. I'm like, oh my god, I love you.
I love tequila, so now knowing you know that, it's good that you stopped drinking, because I would bring you tequila too.
I'll pass the tequila off to you. And
there you go.
That. It's like I need to like someone to do all my shots for me that I'm not doing
there
now.
You go.
So.
Well, Chicago's a big city in regards to the music scene. The fact that you're actually making a name for yourself is very impressive. You know, what does Chicago mean to you? And two, part two, like, what are your goals for like the next couple of years? Where do you see yourself taking your DJ skills here?
I love Chicago. Like, I moved here for the first time 12 years ago. Moved back to Indiana for a little while, and I couldn't stand to be away from the city. And I've gone to Vegas. I've been in LA. I mean, I've been to a billion other cities for like long lengths of time, and I always come back here. I love this city so much. But But in regards to, I guess, what I foresee in the future is I'm just really trying to focus on producing and like finding my true sound and really what I want Haleigh Haus to stand for and really be about, and put out music that resembles that.
Awesome. Probably should have asked you this earlier for fans that don't know her music. What are mainly like your niche, the type of DJ music that you like to play?
Tech house mainly, like bass house, G house, like fun bouncy stuff.
Yeah.
I do a lot of vocal heavy stuff compared to a lot of tech house DJs, but I think it's a good way to people who maybe aren't familiar with the style of music that like people are like, oh, I don't like house music, but if they know the lyrics to the song, they're like, oh wow, maybe I do, and then you can like suck them in that way, and then they're like, oh, I'm having a ton of fun with a new genre that I'm not, that I didn't think that I liked, or maybe didn't know what it was. So
you did Spring Awakening this year, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Spring Awakening was really dope. I was on the Hell Deep stage, which was really cool. AC Slater was on the same stage. A lot of others, and some other Chicago homies like Chintino was on there.
Yep.
Man, that weekend was a whirlwind.
A lot of tequila then? Or no?
It's too much tequila.
There you go.
So much tequila. I played at Concord for the after party too, with Mercer, and that show, it was super packed, super sold out. Like people were there early. I actually took a nap in the green room before I played. My photographer has like some funny pictures from that.
There we go.
From that day. But yeah, no, it was super awesome. It's really, really good.
Good deal. And I know we talked about this the other day, but I heard you got booked for the Breakaway Festival, right?
It was the Prime Festival, actually. The Prime Festival, and actually, I guess it's canceled or to be continued. I didn't know
about that. Why? What happened? Can you give us some breaking news?
I honestly, I don't have the details. I got a text message from the people throwing it, being like, "Yo, I'm so sorry. We're gonna put something together at Canopy Club, I guess, for a lot of like the Chicago artists who were supposed to be on that fest." I don't know what happened.
Interesting.
I know that they're still doing the one in Michigan and stuff, so I don't know what happened here. Sorry.
Interesting. Well, that's hot off the press. I have no idea.
I have no juicy thoughts for you.
I know John Hunter. He helps run Prime social groups. So shouts out John. So I'm going to have to ask him about what happened. I went to Prime last year in Michigan. It's in Lansing.
Yeah.
I know they got one coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be pretty big. I don't know.
Yes.
I guess if you get the inside scoop, you can let me know.
I do. I'm actually, so I had no idea. So I'm definitely going to contact John and kind of find out what happened. I know they did one in Grand Rapids. They have one, I think, in North Carolina.
Yeah, I think I saw one in North Carolina.
They did one in Columbus, too. So I'm kind of curious what happened, but thanks for the info. We'll definitely find out about that. So this weekend, have you been here to the festival? This is your first day. Tell us about that.
This is my first day. I tried to come here on Friday, but as soon as I got here, I almost got rained on. It was like tsunamiing outside. It was crazy. So I ended up just going to some of the after parties. But yesterday, traveling. I played in Milwaukee, and then I got back this morning. So definitely excited to see a lot of my friends play today.
Yeah.
We got Ford and Chicken, Midnight Conspiracy reunion, which is going to be super awesome.
Yep.
And then the after party tonight too. There's Bottom Lounge.
There you go.
I have like too many videos right now. After party at Bottom Lounge is my main plan. Probably stop by the Mid too, say hi to all those guys. It's gonna be a long night.
Haley's really popular, guys, so she's gonna be all over the place. If you ever find her, say hello and say that I sent you. But yeah, exactly. So first, before we get you out of here, I know you got a busy night ahead. Where are your residencies in Chicago? Where can they find you week to week?
I am out at the Gold Club every Thursday. We have a lot of big artists coming to play with me. People that have played before are coming back, which is awesome. We have JCO just played for a second time. We just had Helena Legend come.
Yep.
We have Jackal coming up.
Yep.
We have Angels playing again. He's amazing.
Okay.
Just definitely check Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
Everything. I always post where I'm playing.
She's all over the place to keep up with her. So this is what I always ask people that come on our show, do interviews here at festivals. Here's a 30-second commercial. People that don't know Haleigh Haus, what do they want you to know about them? and why should people follow your music? This is your 30-second commercial for Alternative Facts Chicago. Let's hear it.
Like pressure.
There you go. Always. I'm putting you on the spot.
30 seconds. Okay. Yeah, just come have fun and dance and be whoever you want to be and whatever you want to be. I'm like, I have a unicorn in my logo, and I'm just like,
yeah.
Come. That's why I really love working with the Afterlife guys, because I love their slogan. It's like, come as you are, be as you are. Like I play fun, dancey. Like, let's have fun, be positive, and roll the world.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. I like her vibe. She's very carefree, likes to have fun. So I appreciate that. So this is B.Hun on Alternative Facts Chicago. Like I said, we'll be back. Like I said, Cool Kids, we posted as well. Haley's the shit. She's awesome. So make sure you follow her. Go see her at the Go Club. I know you have things on Spotify, correct, too?
Yes, I just started some Spotify playlists. I'm going to start pumping those out. It was going to be a monthly thing, but I might see categories now. I think I might make out workout playlists and all kinds of stuff. So, check it out. I'll have my summer house mix out soon. I know it's like September.
Summer's almost over.
And it's so many festivals. I'm sorry.
She's had a busy summer. It's okay.
It's so busy.
Awesome. Well, enjoy the interview. Like I said, Cool Kids will be posted. We'll be back with a new episode this Wednesday. We love you all. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Hope you've been safe. I know school year starting. This is B.Hun. We'll be back soon. We love you all, and we are out. Peace.